Hey guys, how's it going? So we've just had an announcement from Corepunk, and I've not watched the video yet, so I'm going to like literally blind react to this. So let's get straight onto it.
Hello everyone, we wanted to update you on our progress. We're behind our schedule, but at this point we want to share much more content with you and have game in a more polished state. But still, we made significant progress over the last 4 months and also faced new challenges. The part of the game that we wanted to show you is still in late alpha stage and needs more work to be considered a beta. Realistically, we'll not polish it this year, but all the core systems are almost there, and our milestone for December is to run performance tests on the actual infrastructure that will be running beta later, with all the systems working together. Catch all the major netcode bugs, find bottlenecks, and test client performance on a wider spectrum of configurations. We'll bring in friends, family, bots, and external QA teams and post an update on how it went. Next, we'll be polishing the game till the end of winter, and we'll share an update on our progress in early spring, as well as expected beta dates, which would be around mid to late spring. You're probably disappointed to wait a few more months, and that's reasonable. But we think that's the only right way to go for the quality of the game, for our community and the team. Artificial Core is not a studio with excess of resources. We've been funding development for many years now. Every month of delay is hard on us too, to our morale and also from a business perspective. But we believe in what we do and our vision and purpose. It's not the first time that we ask you to have patience with us and wait a bit more, but Corepunk is shaping up to be a great game. We don't want to mess it up near the finish line and make a lot of mistakes with hasty moves. We think you're gonna appreciate the result when it's actually ready. The new website and the forum were ready almost 3 months ago. Then we collaborated with security firms to do white hat hacking and penetration testing on our infrastructure. We got the report on the issues they found, but because we didn't want to lock our content and game design teams, we decided to focus developers on the game and do security fixes closer to actual tests. So the site's release is on hold only due to its priority level. Meanwhile, we've been adding front-end animations here and there. We'll release it early next year when we improve its security up to international standards. During the first year after the announcement, we were more forthcoming communicating with you on a regular basis. We did more news posts, videos, and appeared on Discord and forums more often to just talk to you. And we enjoyed it. We had a really good time and would definitely love to come back to that. This year, it's different, but not because we don't want to. We had to become very rational about how we manage our resources and focus all of our energy on delivering a great gameplay experience sooner. After the beta, it will be much easier for us. We'll streamline development and it will take much less effort to prepare content to talk about, as well as less stress due to missed milestones. Thank you for your support. A huge part of our energy comes from our community. Every cheerful post on YouTube, every heated discussion in Discord, insightful post on forum, or you finding time to watch this, it all means a lot to us. It means that you care and what we do matters. We're working on it.
Wow. So I called it, as I'm sure a lot of other people did as well, but I kind of expected that to happen. I'm a little bit sad that I was right. This is the thing. I'm really sad that I'm right. I said that they're going to delay. I predicted spring, and that's when they're releasing it. And well, not releasing it. That's when they're even going to start looking at testing. But the thing that I took away from that video more than anything else was the fact that he talks about the finish line, and I think this is the fundamental issue that we've got here, is that we're not going to test it for the sake of testing. This thing is going to be ready for launch, right? He wants it to be ready before anybody plays it. And that's the biggest problem, I think. We need to start testing it now to help them identify the bugs, because surely they don't have the resources to test on a large scale. And so if we're waiting to get to the finish line, then we're going to get to that finish line, and we're going to find that when we do start testing, there's going to be so much more that needs fixing. So I really think that, Eugene, you need to look at things maybe a little bit differently and see if there's a way that we could maybe help you bring this game forward. Unless the game is in such a state that it would be ridiculous to test the game at this stage. But yeah. Anyway, the positives from that video, I'm definitely going to look at this on more of a frame-by-frame basis, because we were bombarded with stuff. We were bombarded with information there, lots of different scenes, images, animations, and I think it's going to take a little bit of time to go through that step by step, but I'm actually quite excited about that. Also, a little bit annoyed, they must have got sign-off for a lot of content to be shown there. Even in small little sections, that content was still shown. Why could this not have been given to us? Just a little gif of something walking on the screen. We saw group content there, we saw big battles, and that was awesome, and we saw something like some big creature of sorts that was being attacked by a ranger. And I don't know, what's the amount of information that was in there could have been drip fed to us over the last months, years. I'm kind of upset at the level of information that was in that video from an aesthetic point of view that could have been given to us that hasn't been given to us. And there's one last thing that really upsets me. When they were showing all the videos of YouTubers, I wasn't in that goddamn video, and neither were my friends Devalin and the guys from It's a Podcast. We are the people that should be shown, and they're not people like Force Gaming, Anyway, yeah, so, if you don't think it's a ridiculous idea, then maybe hit that subscribe button. Because is it a ridiculous idea to consider subscribing to me? I'm really passionate about this game, and I want to bring you all the latest news, tips, tricks, and guides for Corepunk. Right now, I don't have a lot to work with, but I promise you when it's there, I will bring you it. So hopefully we will we'll see you in the spring with having seen plenty more releases. So please, Eugene, please drip feed us some content. If you're going to delay, drip feed us the content, please. I'm begging you, please.